Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to change your wood-mounted stamps to cling stamps, and I am using the static cling mounting foam from Easy Mount. First I need to take my red rubber stamp off the wood block, and I'm just going to slowly peel it away. I'd seen someone on YouTube, I'm not sure who it was, say that you could microwave your stamps to loosen the adhesive, but I didn't know for how long, and I was too lazy to go upstairs into my kitchen to do that, so I just slowly pulled. You don't necessarily have to keep the black foam on your stamp, but I just kept it on there. So once I get it off the wood, I need to figure out where I'm going to stamp it on my foam. And the foam has two sides. It has a cling stamp, a cling side, and it has the adhesive side. So you need to figure out which one is the foam, is the cling side. So once I figured it out, then I need to see which side I'm going to stamp it on. And once I've decided, I use washi tape to hold my foam in place so it doesn't slide on me when I go to stamp the image. Once I'm done adhering it to the work surface, I need to raise M.I.S.T.I up so that the stamp will hit the foam at the right angle. The foam is a little thick and the stamp is thick, and so I need more clearance for the stamp. So I'm just using what I have in my craft room to raise M.I.S.T.I up, and I'm using my very old and well-loved, close to my heart craft mat. It's the very first craft mat I'd ever bought, and I still use it today. And it's still not tall enough, so I grab my Colossal foam, and that gives me just the right height. And it might vary depending on which stamp you use. Some stamps are thicker than others. The red foam is thicker than others, so you might just have to, play with what you need to raise it up. And the stamp has lost its sticky. It stayed on the wood block when I pulled it off, so I'm concerned that if I do go to stamp, that it will fall off because it's not really on there that great. It just kind of really peeled away easily. So I'm going to use my ATG to put a couple of strips of adhesive on the lid, and the ATG is great because when you want to remove it, you can just roll it off with your finger. So I'm putting it on the lid there. And then I will figure out, I'm about to pick it up, and then I realize that I need to cut the backing off the foam. And I'm just using my craft knife to lightly cut only the backing. I'm not cutting through to the foam, just the backing, so that I can peel it up and stamp my image onto the foam. So I'm being careful to go to the very edge of the foam because I only want to trim the two sides. So now I'm going to pick it up with the lid, being careful not to move M.I.S.T.I. However, the foam from the Colossal is a little slippery, so when I go to ink it, it does slide a little bit. And so just before I stamp onto it, before I push the lid into the foam, I will double check to make sure that the bottom corner is lined up. So I'm just making sure right there before I push it down that it's going to be lined up. And I just push down on the lid, and you really don't need to push down as hard as I did. I just wanted to make sure that I got it for the video, but the stays on ink, it kind of forms like a little bit of a suction on the foam, and so I had a little difficulty pulling it up. So I kind of use my elbow to hold Misty down so that in case I do need to restamp, it'll restamp in the same spot. So, but I don't need to. It stamped perfectly. And you do need to clean off your stamp with StazOn cleaner. There's something in the StazOn that breaks down your stamps, and so you really want to get that ink off your stamp. And I'm trying to figure out the pattern to make sure that the pattern will match the cling. And so once I figured out, I just turn the stamp over, and I need to do the same thing. I need to remove the backing off the foam mount. So I just kind of line it up. You want to make sure that the image is going to match the other side. And so I'm just lightly using light pressure to just cut the backing off of the adhesive. And I do keep that piece that I'm pulling off. I use that to adhere to the back of the wood block. So should I ever decide to remount my stamp to the block, then it already has the adhesive on it. And I'm double checking one more time to make sure that it is the right way, and I'm just using the very corner to line it up. This adhesive is very sticky. I've tried trimming it with scissors, and it still sticks to the scissors. Even the Tim Holtz scissors, it still sticks to it. And there you go. You have a cling stamp. And you could probably get 2 background stamps out of one sheet because the sheet is only 8 by 10. But you could save the smaller pieces for the smaller stamps that you have. And I'm just cleaning off the lid, and I'm using a baby wipe, but the way it's made the lid damp, and I don't have any traction with my finger, so I just grab a cloth to dry off the baby wipe moisture, and then I just use my finger to roll off the adhesive, and it just comes off really easy. And it's the moment of truth, and there we go. You got a cling stamp. Thanks for watching.